Nelson rushed into the classroom, quickly gathering all the students together.
It would be faster to just tell us what happened.
No! I said there's no time to...
The kids ran up the hill, only to discover that the precious lemon tree had been stolen. After a long discussion, they decided to take the lemon tree back. Maggie noticed that Bart was acting strangely.
And now, I am going to teach some kids a lesson. Death to Shelbyville!
Not long after, Bart showed up at Milhouse's house to find him. Milhouse searched through his closet and pulled out a camouflage outfit. He started imagining the entire mission. He could blend perfectly into the bushes, slip away unnoticed, and even turn invisible to mess with the enemy. The two boys soon arrived at the border between the two towns, gathering their courage as they carefully crossed over. But the kids from Shelbyville were already playing around there. The two immediately sensed danger and quickly hid.
What is it, boy? Is there something behind that wall we should beat up?
No time to check it out now. We've got lemonade to sell.
When they heard that the other side was making money by using the stolen lemon tree to sell lemonade, the kids from Springfield became even angrier. Everyone split up, searching for clues about where the lemon tree was. Meanwhile, Maggie waited at home for Bart to come back for lunch, but Lisa told her Bart and the others had gone to Shelbyville to declare war. Maggie was shocked and immediately informed all the parents. Homer suggested borrowing Flanders' RV to go bring the kids back. Martin threatened a younger kid, forcing him to reveal the location of the lemon tree, but he was immediately caught by the boy's older brother. Martin cried out for help, and Nelson stepped in to save him. Deep down, Martin felt excited. Nelson actually protected him. Bart planned to sneak into the enemy's camp, and Milhouse brought out a full set of disguise gear. After changing their appearances, Bart successfully blended into their group, but the others said they had never seen Bart before.
What's 2 plus 2?
5.
Star checks out.
Just then, the ridiculous taco pager on Bart's body suddenly went off.
Quit copying me!
The kids forced Bart to spray paint graffiti for Springfield. With no other choice, Bart had to do it. But instead, he sprayed a bunch of mocking slogans against Shelbyville. The next second, Bart ripped off his disguise.
That's right! The stranger who walks amongst you is me, Bart Simpson!
Then Bart suddenly had an idea. He grabbed a skateboard when nobody was paying attention and broke through the crowd. But he accidentally rolled into a patch of wet cement, and the skateboard got stuck instantly. He pushed through the bushes and escaped into the zoo. In the chaos, he accidentally crashed into the tiger feeding area. Bart finally relaxed for a moment, only to realize he was in an even bigger danger.
Caution. Exit through door 7 only. All other rooms contain man-eating tigers.
Bart couldn't understand Roman numerals at all, and the pursuers were already at the entrance. He randomly picked a door, and luckily managed to escape. During his escape, he discovered some lemons that had fallen on the ground. Following the trail, he found the lemon tree. It had been locked inside a vehicle impound yard, with heavy security around it. Just as the kids were running out of ideas, the parents finally found them. On the way home, Bart came up with a clever plan. He suddenly grabbed the steering wheel, and illegally parked the RV in front of a hospital. Soon after, the vehicle was towed away, and brought into the same impound yard. This allowed everyone to enter the place legally, and they headed straight for the lemon tree. But the moment Bart opened the warehouse door, the alarm instantly went off. A guard dog charged straight at him. At the critical moment, Flanders drove forward and smashed through the iron gate. Ivan used Bart's hairstyle as inspiration and designed a trendy pair of sneakers. Bart pushed Ivan straight into a bucket of paint. That's how the shoes color scheme was created. The new sneakers were named the Bart One. A few days earlier, Ralph showed up at school wearing a pair of Slipstream sneakers. Slipstream was a hit brand launched by the Orion family's company. Every kid wanted to own a pair. When Bart got home, he begged his parents to buy him one. Homer went out to get the Slipstream sneakers. He never expected the line to be unbelievably long, but he still managed to buy a pair. The moment Bart put them on, he became the center of attention at school. He happily showed off his skateboard tricks. Suddenly, a small piece of the shoe logo floated right in front of him. Bart's Slipstream sneakers instantly fell apart. Bart decided to go back to the store and demand a refund. Just then, Homer received a message from his son. When he found out Bart was going to return the shoes, Homer panicked. It turned out that when Homer was waiting in line to buy the shoes, he ran into his old friend Mike. Mike immediately pulled out the exact pair Bart wanted and gave them to Homer for free. Those shoes were fake, but when Homer saw the endless line outside the store, he decided to take the counterfeit pair anyway. After that, he even spent the whole night waiting in line at a burger shop, just to pretend he had bought them properly. To make sure he could get his money back, Bart started a live stream to defend his rights, but the store employee instantly realized the shoes were fake. As soon as he said it, everyone around pulled out their phones and started filming Bart. Bart immediately understood. Buying fake shoes was exactly the kind of thing his dad would do. Homer rushed to the sneaker store. Bart angrily turned around and tried to leave. During the struggle, Homer's pants got pulled down. The embarrassing moment was recorded by people nearby and quickly spread across the internet. Netizens even started making jokes about him.
Pants can't get me, pants can't get me.
Homer wanted to apologize to his son, but Bart refused to forgive him.
You were born uncool, and every day for 4 decades you've gotten less cool.
But didn't you ever think your old man was a little cool?
Never. Not one bit.
Just then, a young boy showed up at their door. His name was Orion, the son of the founder of the Slipstream brand. He had come specifically to apologize for the employee publicly humiliating Bart. To make it up to him, Orion gave Bart a complete set of skateboarding gear. Bart grabbed his skateboard and walked out of the house. He invited Orion to skate with him.
You own a skatewear company and you don't know how to skate?
Please don't tell anyone.
Hey dude, no worries. You know what? I can teach you to skate.
Bart was willing to teach Orion how to skateboard. With Bart's guidance, Orion experienced the joy of skateboarding for the first time. To thank Bart, Orion started designing a custom pair of sneakers just for him. The colors of the shoes were inspired by Bart's everyday outfits. Orion even held a special product launch event for the new shoes. A man pulled on the cow's tail. The startled cow kicked a chicken nearby. The impact caused the chicken to lay an egg early. The egg fell to the ground and cracked open. A tiny chick crawled out, but in the blink of an eye, it was snatched away by an eagle. Not long after, another eagle set its sights on them. In the chaos, the chick fell straight into a chimney. It stepped over the firewood. Then it stumbled its way outside. After rolling around several times, it finally escaped back to the barn. But at that exact moment, a tiny spark ignited the entire barn. The chicken panicked and jumped onto the cow's back. The cow was startled again. It kicked over a bucket of water. The man was completely shocked by what he saw. The fallen pipe lit the flames again. The fire quickly spread. It reached a small boat floating on the water and set it ablaze. The flames traveled along the river. The burning boat carried the fire all the way to Springfield. Even Springfield Elementary School was caught in the disaster. The principal immediately called Willie to put out the fire. But every fire extinguisher had mysteriously disappeared. It turned out Bart had collected all the fire extinguishers in town. He used them to build a jetpack. Bart planned to test the invention himself. At that moment, the entire town was surrounded by flames. But Bart arrived just in time. And that was how Bart became the hero who saved everyone. The townspeople cheered and lifted him into the air. Woof. Yeah, the mayor decided to reward Bart. He made an exception and gave him a driver's license. One night, while Bart was on his way to pick up his father, he ran into a beautiful girl on the street. He walked over and started a conversation.
You look kinda young.
Yeah, I have that disease that makes you look like an old man, but they gave me medicine for it and I took too much.
That's cool. I'm Darcy.
I'm Bart Simpson.
That was how their romantic encounter began. They had dinner together. They held hands while watching the sunset. Later, they went to an outdoor movie. When a scary scene appeared on screen, they instinctively grabbed each other's hands tightly.
I really like you, Bart.
That is such a girl thing to say.
Bart and Darcy officially started dating. Not long after, Darcy suddenly asked Bart to marry her. Bart was completely stunned. What? Why are we suddenly getting married? Then it's settled. The two of them went to the courthouse. Darcy quickly filled out the marriage application, but Bart was filled with doubt. He admitted that he was not old enough to legally get married. It turned out that after Darcy broke up with her boyfriend, she discovered that she was pregnant. She wanted to keep the baby, but she was afraid of ruining her reputation, so she never told her parents. Then she happened to meet Bart. She wanted Bart to pretend to be the baby's father. The next morning, Maggie found a letter Bart had left behind. The letter said he was getting married. It was a complete disaster. A huge disaster. Meanwhile, Bart and Darcy were going through the marriage process. Maggie arrived just in time. She desperately tried to stop Bart, but Bart refused to listen. Until Darcy's parents arrived, Bart finally stood up and argued back against Darcy's father's accusations. Seeing Bart get hurt, Darcy stepped forward and stopped her father. She admitted that she was pregnant. She thought her parents would explode with anger, but instead, her mother excitedly said,
Cause I'm gonna have a baby too!
We can lie to the neighbors and tell them they're twins.
Awesome idea, Dad. I guess this is the end for us, Bart.
That night, Bart became curious about what it felt like to be a father, so he went to ask Homer. Homer told him, when you grow up, you'll naturally understand.